Hey guys, welcome back to the Hungry Pauper. Thank you for stopping by. I told you in the last video when I made the biscuits, and by the way, they're delicious biscuits. Nice and crispy and delicious. Unbelievable. So we're gonna have those biscuits underneath some gravy here shortly. And I'm gonna make some gravy for you. Just a regular old gravy recipe, nothing odd, nothing different. So I have here, about 2/3 to 3/4 of a pound of breakfast sausage. Oh yeah, she's thawed out really nice. So I'm using this wooden spatula, to avoid marring the surface of my skillet. So gravy is not such a mystery. Really, it's not. If you're intimidated by gravy, please don't be, darling. It's not that big of a deal. Really, it's not. So to make gravy, per 1 cup of liquid, you need 1 tablespoon of fat and 1 tablespoon of flour. Now you put the fat in the skillet, get that melted, and you stir your tablespoon of flour in there and get that stirred around and get it to browning. And when it's of the desired color that you would like it, from browning, then you add your liquid to it and begin stirring. You need a tablespoon of fat, a tablespoon of flour, and a cup of liquid per person. So that's really not too hard, is it? I mean, that's what it is. So I don't know how this is going to work out with the fat situation, because this looks pretty lean. Some sausage in the freezer in there that I just made a week or so ago out of a Boston butt roast, and I needed to use this up first, so I figured I'd show you how this goes here. So I'm just kind of trying to break this up and get it into smaller pieces. So because what we're going to do, we're going to cook this sausage up, and then we're going to remove this sausage from the pan, and then we're going to make our white sauce, which is the gravy, and then we're going to add the sausage back in. So we're getting broke up here pretty good. We just need the skillet to heat up. Once it heats up, it'll be hot for quite a little while, but that's okay. It is starting to heat up and brown the sausage. So use whatever kind of pork sausage or whatever kind of sausage that you would like. Now generally it is pork. You can see this is starting to brown up, and I like my new stick, by the way. This is a great little spatula for working in this here Silverstone pan. So yep, this is a good deal right here. It's cooking right along here very well, and so I want to show you. You know, biscuits and gravy used to be one of the cheaper things you could eat in a buffet. I don't know if that's the case anymore. I don't know if anything's cheap in a buffet, and I'll tell you what, it's not too bad if you make it yourself. The wife cooking for the husband, or the husband cooks for you. I don't really know. Not really my concern, but whoever does the cooking, if y'all like gravy, you should know how to do this. So I don't know if you can see into this skillet or not, but this sausage is extremely lean, and it's not releasing a lot of fat. So what we're going to end up doing is adding some, what I like to do is add butter to it, and that's what I'm going to do. So just as soon as I can find my, there it is, my stick of butter, and I need a bowl to put that in. So here's the deal. Set that right there for now. And let's, and by the way, leave a comment down below and let me know what that is. So let's put that like so. Set it right there. So she's motivated right along, and you should smell the aroma off this sausage. It's pretty good. Now this is considered the old folks hot sausage, but I don't think it's all that hot. It's just got some flavor to it, got a little kick to it. There. So once this is browned well, we're going to remove this from the pan. In fact, I'm just going to, oops. Try not to have it dumped all over everywhere here. So you can see there's not a lot of fat in that skillet. So there is some residual in there, but we can't really count on that. So instead of putting all milk in here, you could put, say, 3/4 water, and then when it's done, close to done, you can hit it with some cream. But my favorite way to do it is just get the roux going, and we're just going to call that, what we need. Sometimes you just have to make a decision, right? So we'll get this, and I like to use butter. You could use any fat that you want. If you want to use just bacon fat, I noticed you can buy bacon fat in the stores. You can certainly do that. Fat is fat. I don't think one is better for you than the other. So there's that. Let me just park that over there for right quick here. Now I had, where did it go? Flour. There's the flour. Now you can do this precise, that per 1 tablespoon of fat you need 1 tablespoon of flour. Honestly. We're gonna the way I've done this for 50 some years, 40 some years, is, you better turn this down, we're gonna have burnt butter here, there we go, is I just eyeball it. I have people cringing right now when I said eyeball it. Really, it's not such a big mystery. So what I do is just get this fat melted. That's just butter, and you can use bacon grease. You can use about what it is. You put your flour in there and you stir it around till it kind of browns. So we get kind of brown with it. So basically, you're toasting your flour so that it doesn't have that flour taste to it. So you're stirring this around in the fat to add flavor, to cook that flour a little bit so that it's not just flour and fat and milk. So you'll notice that there, now she's starting to look right. That's nice and brown, so we're gonna put some milk in there. And I've been building gravy for a long time. The trick is, once you dump that in there, once you pour your milk in there, you got to start stirring. Now in a non-stick pan, this wooden spatula is key if you don't want your pan all ruined. So we're not necessarily done with the milk. We're just gonna, it looks like the roux is all incorporated. Kind of stir this and kind of keep it moving. And until this boils. At the point it boils, it's technically done, although you can influence how much viscosity or thickness it has. From that point forward, you can influence that. So, but look how this nice, rich color this has from cooking the flour in the fat. So this won't take too long here. So have you thought about what this thing is? Thought about that? Had time to Google it? Leave me a comment down below. It'll let me know what it is. So there is a clue right there on that plate. But I'm not going to tell you. I want you to leave me a comment, if you would. You know, I really have a nice time showing you these recipes. And I'm so glad you stopped by. And I hope that you'll continue to stop by. So it's getting thicker here. It's starting to shimmer like it's shimmering like it's starting to simmer. There we go. There, she's boiling now. There we go. Looking good. Looking good. Yep, she's got a little thickness to it. So here's what we're gonna do. Add our meat back in. Now, it's okay if a little bit of grease comes out of there, because it'll incorporate in. What you're seeing there is some grease and some spices. This is the hot version of the old folks sausage, is what it is. And I like that myself because it has a more bolder flavor to it. So we will just let this cook out a little bit here. You know, there was a time in my life when I worked a regular job. I would come home from work a lot of times and I would make myself hamburger gravy and have it on toast or mashed potatoes or something like that. Or in the early days, I would make drop biscuits out of Bisquick. Just mix it up and drop it by spoonfuls on a cookie sheet and bake it off. And that worked pretty good too. If you don't want to go to the bother of making nice looking biscuits like that, there, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there pretty darn good. There, she's boiling. And I think we need, it's just a hair more milk in there because it's awful thick. Let's just do that. So, unless you get carried away and put too much milk in here, there's really not too much at this point that you can do to mess this up. This is good. Do me a favor, do a like and a subscribe. If you know what this is, do me a favor and put a comment down below and let me know what this is. Now this has to do normally with breakfast. Please give me a comment down below and let me know. And like I say, consider liking and subscribing. Anyway, thank you so much, and we'll see you on the next one.